reading from the Bhagavad, chapter 16 of book number 3, and we read there, the last, that the Bhagavan said the two attendants who didn't allow the devotees to come to visit the Lord Narayana, Sukha, Sanandana, Sanatana, Sanat Kumara, and should have to go to be born in the species of Asuras, and who are very much famous for their antagonistic tendencies, who are antagonistic to the gods. They don't tolerate the good people. So, and being there, but they have, because of the so much service they did for the Lord, they have developed intense love for the Lord, and then they will be very much antagonistic to the people, holy people, as also antagonistic to God Himself. Asuras don't like devatas. Demons don't like gods. Not only gods, God of the God, who is the Lord Himself, Narayana, He does not like that. So, this species of Asuras, they are noted for their antagonistic tendencies, so there they will develop. When they will be born as a human being in the form of Asuras. Sura, Asura means need not have to be, really we imagine they have several heads, this, that, but mainly they have their mind is diabolical, negative, and does not like holy people, does not like God, does not like the Lord of Lord, the creation. So he said that they will have to be born in the family of the Asuras, and by their very tendency, they will be antagonistic to holy people. And I love the holy people. Because I love and protect the holy people, they will be antagonistic to me also. And there they will develop, as a result, intense antagonism to me. Me means the Lord Narayana. And as a consequence, their mind will get concentrated on me. Day and night thinking of the enemy who can take away your all peace, who can destroy your own life. So thinking of him, you will always be thinking of your enemy day and night, day and night. So as it is called the Shatru Bhave Sadhan, spiritual practice with this bhava, mood of enmity. God is my enemy. As God is my beloved Lord, God is my father, God is my mother, son, or God is my friend, God is my master. Similarly, there is another bhava, God is my enemy. So when you think of God as enemy, then you will be always, you cannot forget a moment. No? So if police is searching for a person, no? Suppose police has declared, he has done such crime or something, police has declared that anyone, if you can get him life or dead, will get this much money or this much, the prize. And the man who is actually trying to hide, he will be always suspicious, looking anyone, he may have, someone maybe is a good friend. He cannot trust him. He is my enemy. He may come to kill me. So he's worried every moment. All around see only his enemy. So here who is the enemy? The Lord God is the enemy. So Krishna, Narayana is the enemy. So we will be always seeing the enemy all around. That means Krishna all around. every moment, every breath. Night time he cannot sleep. Whether the guard is itself my enemy. Huh? So enemy, seeing God everywhere then. Any person coming, oh, he may kill me. Or he may be his God's messenger. So that is the sadhana in the spirit of enmity with the divine. So they will then have communion with me through confrontation. Naturally, they were not like me, and so they will come to fight with me, and which will help them to come back to me very quickly. Because constant thinking of God, they will be purified by that, and then they will finish their earthly living and come and reunite with me. So know that you happen to be curse them because I will. And he said to the Brahma and others, to the Sanat Kumar and Rishi Kumaras, that you cursed, don't you think that you have done by your own wish. You have done by the force of my power. So that was the thing. Now, after this last verse, now the Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, these two gods will be born as Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. Now today we are reading this chapter 17, book 3, chapter 17, verse 1. Now, see, Maitreya Uvacha. Maitreya said, what he said? Understanding from the words of Brahma the reason for their difficulty, the Devas returned to their heavenly abode with a clear and easy mind. Meanwhile, the faithful wife Diti was much concerned to learn from the husband's words that her offspring would be enemies of gods, Devas. After 100 years of gestations, she gave birth to twin sons. At the time of their birth, many portents of frightening nature were seen in heaven, the middle of the world, and on the earth. So everywhere, some evil person is born, so everyone felt some bad omens. There were earthquakes in the mountainous regions, that these are the bad signs everywhere. Because these two evil people are getting born. Asuras are born to destroy the peace of others. Before their birth even, their very coming create that havoc. There were earthquakes in mountain region, strange fire appeared in different quarters, fire here, fire there. Shower of meteors fell to the earth like heavy rainpour, and comets portending evil appeared, different comets, falling of the comets in the earth, destroying this piece, that piece. All natural disasters started because the evil Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu are going to be born soon. Powerful winds with whirlwinds as their army and clouds of dust as their flags swept over all, roaring and uprooting huge trees. A storm started, uprooting the trees. Everywhere havoc started. We can find sometimes now, no? All the time, fire, thousands and thousands of acres and fire. That's one incident. But that time it happened everywhere, here and there, all over. Heavy rain, heavy swelling of the ocean, all bad environment all around in the nature. Heavy rain clouds with peals of thunders as their laughter appeared in the sky, hiding the sun and the moon and covering the quarters with utter darkness. Sun is covered, moon, daytime is covered with darkness, night time is covered with darkness. So all the quarters are dark, dark, dark. No sun, no moon appeared in the sky. Like one stricken with grief, the ocean, stirred to its depth, seemed to well, throwing up its wavy arms, while dried up lakes with turbid waters and sunken lotuses presented a scene of utmost distress. So everywhere nature, no? It's as if the ocean is swelling up from there, and we call tsunami, no? It's all this, that's a sign of bad, we call bad omens everywhere. Now, COVID, which way? Rain, fire, landslide, cloud, swelling of the ocean water. Eclipses become frequent. Eclipses occasionally, in the astronomical world it happens, and on solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, no? But this is happening now and then. Seem to be surrounded by circular penumbra. There were thunder claps without any cloud in the sky, while caverns seemed to give out terrific reverberations like the rambling of chariots. To the heart of villages, vixen ran vomiting fire, while their cries mixed with those of the foxes and owls seemed to portend evil. The village lions, stray dogs, village lion means stray dogs, standing here and there with uplifted head, howled in a way that seemed sometimes to be crying, sometimes singing. The street dogs, they started crying sometimes, howling sometimes, all mad, as it were, mad things, maddening things are going all around. Asses ran about hither and thither in the herds, as if they were mad and intoxicated, braying loudly and kicking the earth violently. For no reason. The horses normally should graze, but they started jumping and running and digging the earth, as it were, with their hoop legs. The wild brayings of the asses started birds from their nests. Wild braying of the asses startled the birds from their nest. The birds were sitting, and the horses are howling in such a way, and they got frightened, and the birds are running away. Herds of cattle began to perch and urinate unusually, both in the pastures and in their pens. That means animals are also getting frightened, and as if death is occurring because of the two sons born. The couple, Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu. The cows began to tremble in fear and yield blood in the place of milk. The clouds began to rain excreta. Instead of rain, excreta. The images of deities began to shed tears, all the gods and goddesses, their temples, as if they are crying, the gods and goddesses, and in tears. Trees got uprooted even without any wind. Suddenly the tree standing, tree fell down. The inauspicious planets began to outshine and then to drive out the auspicious ones. And by their contrary movements, they seemed to fight with the latter. In the planetary world also, it began to, the inauspicious stars are there, and auspicious stars are there. So inauspicious stars become violently prominent, throwing away the auspicious planets. Seeing all these ominous portents All ignorant people, except Sanaka and the other Kumaras, were agitated with fear and even thought that the time of deluge had come. So Suka, Sanandan, Sanat Kumar, those four Rishi Kumars, they know what is going on. Now Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu is born. So evil will raise their hood. When evil reigns, other evil people who are normally cannot show their power, they start raising their head, no? In a disciplined school, the naughty boys, they keep silent. When they find that the administration is weak, the teacher is very weak, then what happens? They become dominant, they disturb the class, they disturb the peace of others, bullying the other children. So, like that it. Similarly in the planet, everywhere, that type of disturbance is found. Now, these two archetypical demons, revealing their inherent might, grew soon into mountainous proportions, with bodies as hard as rock. These boys soon getting stronger and growing. They are born to their strength, and their body as if invincible. No one can kill them, no one can crush them. With their crowns almost touching the skies, very arrogant people, touching the skies and spreading luster in all directions, wearing brilliant armbands, bands that put the brilliance of the sun to shame. The very costly shining bracelet and this and that, wearing as if they shining like sun. They walked about with the earth trembling at their every step. Arrogant people what? Did you see? When the very in the movie we see, no? When Ravana walking, how he walks, like that. At the other hand, they become up. So they're showing that they are as if, and every step, as if the earth is trembling in fear. Every step, no? So this is the, and holy people, they're meek. They walk, even no one can hear the footsteps, no? That's why you say that those who walk with making noise, they are called inauspicious, because that is the sign of arrogance and disturbance. And Rajas, manifestation of Rajas. Sattvika is soft, sober, and Tamasa is like that. So these are the description how Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu too are born to destroy the peace of all, everyone. And they walked about with the earth trembling at their every step, according to the order of their birth from himself and their mother's womb. The Prajapati gave the name Hiranyakashipu to the first to issue from himself, and Hiranyaksha to the first to be born from the mother. What does it mean? According to the order of their birth from himself and their mother's womb, the Prajapati gave the name of Hiranyakashipu to the first issue from himself, and Hiranyaksha. Hiranyaksha, Hiranya means gold. Aksha means the eyes, whose eyes are like gold. Or what is Hiranyakashipu? Could you find Hiranyakashipu? What is the meaning of Hiranyakashipu? Dekho. Of these Hiranyakashipu, with the support of their inherent strength of his arms and held by Brahma's boon, making him free from the fear of death, easily brought all quarters together with their guardian deities under his control. So out of that, Hiranyakashipu, he brought all the gods and goddesses, god of other, gods of other goddesses means what? They are the departmental heads. So with the support of the inherent strength in his soul, with arms, with the power of the arm, and helped by Brahma has given some boon, that making him free from fear of death. So no one can kill you, no? Excepting God. That's why the God has to come down. Narayana has to be born. So they become fearless, and they brought all in power of the arm, brought all the gods and goddesses, making prepare, easily brought all the quarters mean east, west, north, south, these quarters, in this direction, in that direction, in that direction, in whoever was there, all the gods under the control. Brought us together with their guardian deities, the quarters, and who are the controlling gods of that quarter. No? It's very, system is very good. Modern social, democratic system, they take advantage of this type, no? Department, division of all labor. So God has created the quarters and somebody to overlook that quarters, no? So similarly, all the quarters, 4 quarters, and who is to look after their quarter, those gods, all they brought under control. So that is the Hiranyakashipu. What is Hiranyakashipu? Kashipu means what?
Kashipu means soft cushion. So it can be clothing also. So Hiranyakashipu, the one who is clothed in golden clothing.
Golden.
Or the one who sits on the golden cushion. Hiranya means golden and Kashipu means soft cushion or soft covering.
Clothing, okay. So he is wearing...
One who is fond of sensual pleasure.
Acha. Okay. So Hiranyakashipu brought the 4 quarters and all the gods who control those 4 quarters under his control. Under his control. Now, his then younger brother, who is the Hiranyaksha, whose eyes are golden. His younger brother Hiranyaksha, who is very dear to his elder brother. Elder brother is Hiranyakashipu. So Hiranyakashipu's younger brother, Hiranyaksha, dear to him and cooperating with him always, because they will be in the same line, friend. They are brothers as also same tendency. Therefore, went to the heavenly region. Hiranyaksha went to the heavenly region with mace in hand, eager to give battle. Mace, gada. With the gada in the hand, went to the heaven. To give, eager to give battle. Okay, come, fight with me. Quick in moment, armed with mighty mace, adorned with loud sounding anklets and priceless necklace, unrestrained and fearless, and proud because of his consciousness of the inherent strength of his body and mind, which was fortified with the power of the boons obtained. He struck terror into the hearts of the gods, devas, who fled away like serpents before the Garuda. Now Hiranyakashipu did this 4 quarters and their gods control. This younger brother said, okay, I can also go. So let me go to the heaven. So he went to the heavenly abode, and going there, with a base in the hand, and because he has got the power already the same way from Brahma, that they will be invincible. No one can kill them unless God himself. No? So, and he went and declared war. And seeing that might, all the gods, they became like the serpents before the Garuda. This example. Garuda eats the serpent, no? So, in front of a tiger, a man, just imagine. right before the tiger and a mess, a cow or a sheep. Similarly, all the gods become so sheepish, so powerless. Given the example in front of the Garuda, as all the snakes get frightened and lost. So it happened. Finding that the Indra and the Devas had disappeared from their place, they left the place, ran away for their protection. As the Garuda comes, naturally the prey, all the prey, suppose a tiger is chasing, you see, you see the, Discovery Channel, no? So when they are selling, and what happens to all the preys? They try to run away, and just escape their life, no? So, finding this condition, Indra, the god of gods, and other gods, had disappeared from their place on account of fear of his might, that the Lord of Asura roared several times, intoxicated with pride and self-esteem, no? So they all, just to save their life, they were driven away from heaven. Then returning from the expedition from the heaven, the mighty Asura, desirous of having some water sport, entered in the extensive and deep waters of the ocean like a huge elephant in rut. So now heaven is done. Now, returning from that expedition, this mighty Asura, desirous of having some water sport, just for fun, entered into the extensive depth of waters of the ocean, like a elephant in a rut. Means what condition happens if the elephant tries to enter into a rut? That means it's all split and broken and thrown away. It's just a fun. Giving the examples are very unique. The elephant is so powerful and it can be destroyed, this little rat, and this can be destroyed in a trice. So that happening. When he entered into the ocean, who was the ocean? Varuna. Varuna is the lord of the ocean equator, no? Indra was the lord in the heaven. He has been dethroned. Now going to the Varuna, the god of water. When he entered into ocean, Varuna's following, not only Varuna, his following also, consisting of all the ocean-dwelling creatures. This whole control is under Varuna, ocean, and ocean gives place for so many oceanic creatures, no? How many varieties of fish in different layers we see in the a channel. What is that channel? Discovery Channel, no? It's unique to see. They all got frightened, all get lost. Got frightened by his might and energy. Although he did not kill or disturb them in other ways, and fled in all directions to far off places. So they all tried to run away. For 1,000 years, that mighty Asura ranged through the ocean, raising huge waves by his breath and smashing them into minute particles with his iron mace. Finally, he returned into Varuna's famous city, Vibhavuri. Varuna, the lord of the water world, so he has a palace, big palace. So after playing in the waters, just for fun, and then he went into the Varuna's famous city, which is called Vibhavuri. Now a challenge comes to Varuna, 27 verse. Then meeting Varuna, the master of all aquatic creatures and lord of the Patala, the Asura, with a derisive laugh, made a sarcastic and mock prostration at his feet. It is just any type of insult you can say. He just in a mockery did some salutation to whom? Varuna, god of the nether worlds. As if his salute and said, "Sir, come for a bout with me. Are you not the Lord of the Lords? Come. I want to fight with you." 28. You are the master of all guardians, divine divinities of the various spheres. A famous personage indeed, no? You are a great person, you are more powerful, you are the master of all guardian divinities. Guardian divinities means divine entities who control, the guardian of all small units of living entities under the earth. You are the master and guardians of all divinities of various spheres. You are a famous person. You are also said to quell the pride and power of perverse men whose ego knows no bound. It is known that you can destroy the ego and the power of people. You can quell them, you can calm them, and you can control them, you can smash them. That proclaiming that you have conquered all daityas, that you have already known, that you have already killed many divine daityas, means asuras, no? Before. And danavas, you are a very powerful person. O Lord, reputed to have performed a Rajasya sacrifice. Also, in days of old, in previous early days, you conducted an Rajasya Jagna. What is Rajasya Jagna? That means he is accepted by all the kings, that you are the greatest among us. No? So you have conquered that name and fame and power. You are controlled much earlier, all these your achievements. So you had great power. So I want you to come for a bout of fight with me. Let us have some fight. Though thus ridiculed and provoked by Asura in his overweening pride, the Lord of the ocean somehow controlled his anger. That is the point. Good people, powerful people, really spiritual people, they can conquer their anger. He is poking him and making him ridicule. Oh, you are so powerful, you did this, you did that, and what a great power you have. In your fear, all other evil daityas ran away and you conquered them. No? Now, so come to me and I want to have a fight with you. Knowing all this, that he is ridiculing him, but he controlled his anger. And his anger by his discriminative power, and said to him, he told Hiranyaksha, the younger brother, "Oh dear one, I am now on the path of peace. I don't want to fight. I want peace. I have totally given up war. I know nowadays I am following a path of peacefulness. I don't want to go to path of war. I do not find anyone in the whole universe who can be a worthy contestant to satisfy an all-around warrior like you. I don't find that there is anybody in the world who will be contesting with you, except the Supreme Lord Mahavishnu himself. Only Mahavishnu, the Narayana, he can be your contestant because you are so powerful. Who will contest with you? Who will go to have the courage to fight with you? So, it is only the Lord Narayana, he can be your contestant, Mahavishnu. There comes the point that how anger is generated against Mahavishnu. O Lord of Asuras, many a hero like you, it is said, went to fight with him. at first, but remain to pray afterwards. First they went to fight with Narayana, and later on they prayed, "Oh Lord, please protect me." No? In order to humble persons mad with overweening pride and haughtiness like you, and protect the good and the holy ones, he has taken several forms as incarnation. You know, this Mahavishnu has taken many times, he was born many times to destroy the haughtiness and pride of people like you. So Hiranyaksha, he has been avatar many times. You go to him for a fight, and soon will you be lying on the battlefield. Then you will fight with Narayana, and you will be dead. You go to fight with him. We are not competent to fight with you. I am not in the mood of fighting anymore. I want peace. So you go to the Lord Narayana then, with your pride humbled and a pack of dogs surrounding your body, no? That means you will soon in the fight die. And that dead body is eaten by what? Jackals and dogs, they will be eating. So he said that. There ends the chapter 17. So this is beautiful story, no? Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakasipu, two brothers, they were born and gradually they grew up, and one went to the four quarters and controlled the gods and goddesses of the four quarters and brought under control, and the other brother went to the heaven, and all the gods and goddesses, seeing his powerful presence with mace in his hand, they all ran away, like the serpents ran away, seeing the Garuda, eagle bird, no? Garuda, a special Narayana. Who is Garuda? He is Narayana's carrier. Garuda is the Narayana, Garuda Vahana. So see, like that, all the gods fled away. Then he was very powerful, and then he came down and entered into the ocean water and disturbed the aquatic, all animals and everything, and then went to Varuna's quarter, and asked Varuna, "Oh, I know," in a fake language of praise, "Oh, you are such a great power at this and that. Come, I want to have a bout, a fight with you." And then Varuna, knowing what is going on inside, he said, "I am in peace. Nowadays I don't fight. Rather you go to fight with Lord Narayana, and he will be your befitting candidate to fight with. And the Lord Narayana, with that, he will lay flat and you will be down, and the dogs and jackals will be around your body." Means you will be defeated there. Go to fight with Narayana. So that is the 17th chapter ends here. 18th chapter starts. Again, the Maitreya again started saying, Asura, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakasipu, the fight of the former with Vishnu. So Hiranyaksha, now advised by Varuna, I don't want peace. I want peace, so I don't want fight. So you go to Lord Narayana, Vishnu. Now this Hiranyaksha, he went with pride to Narayana now. See that part. Asura's challenge to the incarnate boar in different incarnations. So this incarnation, boar incarnation. Maitreya said, rejecting the suggestions of Varuna, the heroic Asura, in the pride of his might, transported himself rapidly to Rasatala, to search for Sri Hari. Say Rasatala, another maybe planet, another plane. He went down to the another plane where Hari, as directed by Sri Narada. So Narada guided him, probably said, you want to see the Narayana to fight? Go to Rasatala. There he saw the Lord in the form of the cosmic boar. He saw there one boar, Sukara. Dadarsa tatram abhijitam dharadharam pranyomana abanyama graha drashta bhushannamaksha sarucho arunasya jaha suchahi vanagocharamriga. There he saw the Lord, God Vishnu, in the form of cosmic boar, huge boar, gigantic like mountain, with the earth uplifting in his tusk. So powerful, like that, he can lift the whole earth. And having red eyes whose glare seemed to absorb the life energy of asuras. Seeing him, the asura laughed. Who is the asura now? Hiranyaksha, whose eyes are gold, laughed out in ridicule, saying, hey, it is indeed wonderful. Is Hari after all a wild animal? God is now an animal? He further said, oh stupid fellow, come for a fight. Release the earth. The earth belongs to us, the inhabitants of Rasatala. The inhabitants of Rasatala, into whose region it has come by itself in the deluge, sent to us, as it were, by the Creator. O scoundrel of a Deva, hiding in the form of a boar, you shall not escape with life carrying this earth so long as I am present here. So you cannot do anything. Because so long I am here, I can destroy your life. You have indeed been made into a fatted boar by our enemies, the Devas. The gods have made you a little heavy by feeding. The gods, the Devas, to destroy us. You have been created to destroy us. But the result now will be the opposite. It will be a step to your own destruction. Now, Narayana, you will now die in my hand. By foul means, you have been killing asuras. You are Narayana, but you took the form of a boar, and in boar form, you are killing the asuras, no? Having failed in face-to-face battle, you are weak. You cannot face-to-face do battle. You took a form of a big boar, and you are holding the earth. Come in fight, direct fight, you are weak. You run away. So come direct fight. After killing you, who have but little strength and courage, but plenty of deceit and cunning, is all these good words are coming out to the mouth of whom? Hiranyaksha. That who have but little strength and courage is talking to God in this vein. Plenty of deceit and cunning you are doing, and then fighting with the asuras and trying to destroy us. I shall assuage the grief of my kinsmen and wipe their tears. When your head has been smashed to smitherness by the stroke of my mace, the rishis and others will gather there to perform your funeral obsequies, will perish themselves like rootless trees, as you, their root, would be dead by then. So if the root, you are the root, I'll smash with my mace in such a way, he'll die thus now. And as you die, all the gods and goddesses who praise you so high, they will also immediately, what will be? If their boss is gone, where will go all these deceitful, these sages to go? Therefore, I'll do that. So I can end here. So this is very exciting area. And okay. There is a question. Krishna, Hiranyakashipu vowed to kill Krishna in the 10th canto. Is there a symbolism that you could explain? If that is true, some say these are all symbolic, but some say it is historic. But anyhow, yes, these are all symbols. Symbol of our, when we become arrogant, we become full of pride. That is tamasic quality takes possession of us. We don't honor the honorable people. We don't pay respect to the holy and holiness. And that in that pride and arrogance, we do behave which is like asuras. And that causes the destruction of our spiritual life. Total death of our spiritual life. That is a symbolic bhav. Asura is inside. Therefore, we are always in our day-to-day life also, we are always conflicted with the good quality and bad quality in our life, no? How to fight with them, how to not to go like these asuras. With that time we don't honor our respectful people. If there is some respectful person, we insult them. As we find the Hiranyaksha went to the boar form of the incarnation and talking so arrogantly. You are this, you are that, you are cunning, you are destroying the asuras from the heaven. So the anger, pride, and all these petty things come in life and they destroy our peace. So with the asura inside, that is the symbolic idea. And then all the godly things we discard. Compassion, holiness, purity, love, humility. The life's beauty is where? Arrogance or humility? Pride or the type of purity. So these are the things. So actually that is the symbol. And we then ignore God and God's personalities. Holy people are being misused. So the question comes, asuras don't like God. How come in the Puranas the Bhutaganas love Shiva? Are some Bhutaganas asuric and others less so? I think so. There should be. No. Asura is a one category of people. Sura means the devas, the divine qualities. Asura means opposite qualities. And Bhuta means Bhutagana. Bhutagana is the embodiment of some elemental forces maybe. They love to Shiva. That means they are already pure. That's why they work for the good of that's why Shiva demons destroy the asuric things, destruction. So they are not falling in the category of asura. Asura is those forgotten their divine characteristic and are full of tamas. But they are also fighters. They see both good and bad. Rama's army was also Hanuman and others. They are great fighters. And Ravana's army is also fighters. But one is asura, one is sura. So Shivas, they are suras, they are devatas. They are only for the good, to as Shiva Gaya, they work under the instruction and direction and purpose of Shiva. And Asuras go from the beginning against that which is auspiciousness. Sura means Devas, goes against all auspiciousness, all pure things. So they are categorically probably separate. I heard during Swami Prabhupanandaji's time, some devotees had purchased a murti of Ma Kali and then afterwards came to Swamiji to help them take the murti away. Why did that happen? Master also cautions to give fierce images, some incense every day. I am puzzled how the mother in any of her forms be dangerous for anyone. In what way dangerous? It is not that she is dangerous, but the child feels dangerous. Is it not? If the mother comes with fearful eyes, just for fun, before the child, sometimes they play playfully. What happens to the child? Child will cry out. Huh? It is the same mother, but child will cry out. That time you have to, oh ma, don't show this form, I don't like it, no? These are like that waving the incense and other things to propitiate that fearful aspect which I cannot bear. You know, God has two aspects. Mother Kali has two aspects, no? One destruction side, another protection side. So when the destruction side comes, we want to hold on to our old patterns and we think that it is dangerous for us. But it is for our spiritual benefit. Mother works like that. So mother is all auspiciousness, but in the fearful images of mother is a destructive image, what destroying our evils. So when someone destroys the evil, it is very difficult to take it. That's why, as we say, when you make a credit card, use of credit card and go on extending your loan, you can go very easily. But when you become careful and want to pay off the loan of the credit card, then it is really crying situation. So it is like mother, when they come to destroy our evil, that time we cannot take that form of mother. And so when mother becomes our earthly mother, think of that. When earthly mother becomes little frightful to us as babies, you are doing something wrong, and Ma occasionally comes, hey, you did that. Huh? And with that red eyes, the child, huh? Is it not? By that scolding, what mother is doing? Improving our character, no? So that we don't do it. Therefore, when you keep that form, say, Ma, I will not do anymore. So when you say, I will not do anymore, like that, you offer your Ma every day, Ma, I don't want to be bad, make me good, make me your child, so that to grow in devotion, all these spiritual practices, they are given. And it is said that if you have two forms of your mother, why shall you keep the fearful form of mother? Why not your sweet mother? And it's just in our day-to-day life, what you lose? You have 10 photos of your mom. When once she was very angry and doing something to chastise the child for their betterment, that form, you take a click. And when his mother is lovingly taking the baby in the lap, no, and smiling, and which will you take? So they said, in your home, keep that picture. But if you cannot bear that picture, though that is true, mother sometimes does that. Mother is not always smiling. Otherwise she is not a genuine mother. Sometimes for our good, they appreciate our goodness and want to be better. So when something bad, to chastise that fearful aspect of the mother, we cannot take it. Therefore, for worship, we take the easier aspect. Advanced people, they worship the fearful aspect. Swami Vivekananda, describing about Mother Kali, you see, Nisheshe niveche taradal, all stars are blotted out. Think of that. The sun is Nishesha Nivecha Taragol. That sun is being scattering flood of light and burnings. So this is the mother's form of destructive aspect, for destruction of the evil, negativity, no? So that aspect, you are not fit for that. Ordinary people, they are not fit to have that type of courage to worship that God. No? Therefore, the Swami Vivekananda song Kali the Mother, the stars are blotted out, the clouds are covering clouds. It is darkness, vibrant, sonant. In the roaring, whirling wind are the souls of million lunatics, just loose from the prison house, wrenching trees by the roots, sweeping all forms of path. The sea has joined the fray and swirls up mountains' waves to reach the pitchy sky. Baba. The sea, just we read that before the birth of Hiranyakashipu, the sea swells up as if it is touching the heaven. It's not tsunami, 1,000 times of tsunami. So this type of the force is working in the nature. So who can worship that aspect of God unless there is a thousand shades of death, brimming and black. To reach the pitchy sky plus reveals one every side, a thousand shades of death, begrimed and black. So if you go that who loves? Who can love this mother? So your question is this, why mother becomes angry? They take away our mother is mother, but only to take away our negativity or our attachment. It brings this type of movement, effect in our life. And ordinary people are not fit for that. That's why we start with the benign aspect of the mother. That's why Saraswati, Mother Lakshmi, Mother Durga, it is worshipped so much because it's benign. Face is so serene, so loving, though destroying. We know that she is destroying the demon. Knowing fully well she is destroying the demon, and face is so serene with blessings and boon and other things, I feel this mother is for my safety and security. But that mother who is destruction part is destroying my evil. And when you to destroy the evil, you have to pay a price of it. Are we ready to have that power to watch that terrible aspect of destruction? We not. That's why Swami Prabhupada, as you said, probably ask somebody, don't worship, keep this type of mother's form, give it to us. But how he took it? Tell me how he took it. He knows mother works in both aspects. He is matured to understand that. But even we are intellectually talking, seeing such mother's form, we will be terrified. Therefore, if you have any mother's form, just to please mother, I don't want to see anything. Please help me, please guide me, please release me from bondage. No. Therefore, do you offer a worship and this and that is done. This is my thought. It may be different explanation also. Okay? So, So we end here today. Thank you for joining. And we are late a little bit. It may happen now onward, because sometimes we will be late to connect all these gadgets together. So we end here, and now our next class will be 7:30 as we do the Santi Gita. We will be meeting again you. Okay? Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu.